Finding a way to enjoy living in the moment while juggling the whole content creator gig can be a bit of a challenge, but it's totally doable. In today's episode, we're talking about some practical tips to help you stay present while creating with intention. Ready to level up in 2025? Tune into Branding with Bex for insightful conversations, captivating guests, and practical tips. Whether you're on a walk, in the car, or getting ready in the morning, grab your headphones and let's dive into the world of branding together. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Branding with Bex. It's your host Bex here. I'm so excited you decided to take some time to join me today. If you're new to the podcast or the vlog, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. It's going to be a really good, informative, brief episode today, and I think it's something that needs to be talked about a little bit more. There's a lot of desire lately to become a content creator, and when you get really excited about becoming a creator and you share a lot of your content online, it starts to kind of snowball into this big project where suddenly creating content and posting it on social media isn't necessarily for fun or for, friends and family to hear updates on your life. It becomes more of a personal brand. And I think it's really important to post and share with intention and also to remember to enjoy living life in the moment. There's a lot of conversations happening right now about mental health, what it's like to be a digital creator. And I'm so happy that those are coming up more and more because I think it's so important to talk about. But today we're going to share some practical tips to help you stay present while you're also creating that content with intention. You're making sure that the content you're creating and sharing aligns with your pillars and what you want to talk about. And today we're just going to go through some tips that you can apply right away, and I think they'll make a huge difference. So tip number one, we have create first and then be present. So I know this sounds a little crazy to set content creation above being present in the present moment, but once you get it out of the way, it actually makes things a lot easier for you to enjoy the moment and to live in the present moment and to spend that quality time with your friends and family or whatever it is that you're doing. So if you capture the moment early, then you can put the phone away and take a moment to really soak in your surroundings, embrace what's going on around you, and just you have that comfort of knowing that the content has already been captured, so you don't need to worry about it anymore. I think a lot of people struggle when they say, I wore such a cute outfit and I couldn't get the picture right, and then the rest of the night you're kind of thinking about, okay, well, how am I going to get the picture of my cute outfit today, or whatever it may be. And I know it sounds silly, but I think it's something that's really relatable for a lot of people out there, especially if you are maybe capturing some content for a collaboration or something along those lines. So I really want you to relish in the spontaneity of life as it unfolds in front of you. Take the picture, maybe later you get some more, and maybe they end up being better than the one from the beginning, but at least you know you have that foundation, you have the first picture ready, or maybe it's a video, and you can then enjoy. So get your shots, your videos, your photos, your B-roll within the first little bit of your hangout or whatever it is that you're doing, and then fully immerse yourself in wherever you are. So I would recommend this tip. It's setting a mental or a literal time limit. So for example, you're going to spend 5 minutes capturing a video, a podcast, a vlog, whatever it may be, and then spending the rest of the time living and being present. So if you're looking at an hour time chunk, maybe you take 5 minutes to capture that content and then 55 minutes to be present in the moment. Or if you're attending an event, at the beginning, you get your pictures in, and then the rest of the event, the phone's away and you're present. So that's tip number one. Moving on to tip number two, we have batch your content. So don't feel like you need to film every single moment. I think it's super important to establish lifestyle pillars. So while it's great that you want to talk about your lifestyle online and different things that you're doing, you don't need to share everything with your audience. And I really want to stress this to creators out there. Don't feel like you need to give everybody an inside scoop into your life. Take a step back, appreciate each experience as it unfolds, and designate specific days or outings that you are going to be creating content. So here's an example. You want to do a weekly vlog. You do not need to record your entire week from start to finish when you wake up in the morning to when you go to bed. Maybe you set 2 days out of that week that there are things you're doing those days that you know you would want to vlog. Example, I want to vlog the fact that I'm going to get a facial tomorrow. Let me take that experience, make sure that I know that that is going to be like a content creation time. The rest of the week, I'm not stressed about it. I don't feel like I need to start recording right when I wake up or feel stressed that when it's time to wind down, it's time to record. The rest of the days, just enjoy life, be present, and batch that time so that way you know you're obtaining the content you need throughout the week while also giving yourself some time to actually enjoy and be present. Batching will really help with staying consistent, and it'll help you to avoid that burnout feeling where it's like you're so overwhelmed, you have so much content to create, and you feel like once you record everything, then you have to go back and edit it. So less content, less stressed, still allows you to be consistent. Moving on to number three. So for number three, we have plan loosely, but allow for spontaneity. And I think this is great for creators because there's so much we want to capture, right? So have a general list of the content that you want to create. So maybe that's a list of the collabs that you have coming up, or it's a list of things that you want to work on. So some of the best content, while it may come from a lot of this list, it also may come from some unplanned moments. So if you're out and about and you realize that there's a great vlog that you should record, or maybe you're at a store and you see something that you want to talk about, definitely capture those as well. But have a set plan so you're not all over the place with your content and feeling like you need to constantly record. If this content feels forced, where you come up with this idea and you think it's going to be great, and then the second you start recording, it's like awkward and uncomfortable, your audience will pick up on that too. So make sure that you are allowing yourself that space to say, hey, this isn't exactly the content that I want to create and share. And then maybe there's an unplanned, spontaneous, funny moment that comes up and you capture that on video and you feel like sharing that instead. Totally okay, and it actually will resonate better with your audience. Number 4, use do not disturb or airplane mode. So once you capture the content you need, if putting that phone away in your purse isn't enough, it may be time to break out the do not disturb to stay grounded and present in real life. You also can turn your phone onto airplane mode, and it not only helps to silence like the notifications coming through, but it also helps to give yourself that time and that space to be present with whoever's around you, not feeling like you need to pick up your phone. There's so many stats out there, and I don't know the correct number, but we pick up our phone something like 200 plus times a day. And to me, that just sounds so crazy. So I just would recommend putting the phone away. If you can't just put it away, put it in airplane mode, time batch your stuff, make sure you're getting it all done before you return back to doing the phone. So try to stray from the digital distractions, and it will help you to really minimize that time that you're social scrolling. You can call it inspo scrolling, but we all know that sometimes you get caught up in it. So make sure that you're putting that phone on do not disturb or airplane if that's something that you feel like you need to do. Number 5 is to get offline. Now, journaling, reflecting offline, just because you're capturing a moment, you do not need to post it. So keep photos that you want of your friends and your family and you private. The whole world doesn't need to see them. You should really be creating content with intention that you plan to share online. Aside from that, not everybody wants to be a role in your reality TV show. So really take that into consideration when you're capturing that content. And also when you're recording in your journal, your social media doesn't need to be your journal. So take time to write, take time to be offline. This separates your personal joy from the performance that comes with your content. So you may write something great in your journal and it makes you happy internally. It does not need that external validation that people feel like they need from social media. Number 6, I would say set boundaries with your audience. So like I mentioned earlier, not every moment needs to be shared. There are things that should be cherished quietly, builds that deeper connection with the people around you. So many times we may find ourselves in a social whirlwind where we're feeling like we need to document every event or emotions. And a lot of times the moments that we remember most are the ones that we're not recording behind the screen. So take a step back, appreciate the moment privately, choose what aligns with your brand for what you want to share online, and then decide what you want to keep sacred and to you and your loved ones. You need to remind yourself that you do control the narrative with your online social media platforms. And while everybody out there will tell you to be their authentic self and to share everything, that's all great. You do not need to share everything. I will be your friend here to tell you that. Keep things private. Don't need to seek the external validation on every single photo or video that you capture. And number 7, it's time to practice mindful content creation. So when you take out your phone, it can be such a routine as to let me take a picture of everything, but then think to yourself, why am I capturing this? What is the reason behind me taking this picture? If it's just to check a box or maybe to do something that you see other social media creators, maybe it's better to take the time to live it in person instead. So quality is always greater than quantity in social media. So making sure we're spending time creating mindful posts because those often outperform those rushed quick posts. And as we wrap up, I just want to provide an overview to what we discussed, the key points that were covered in today's episode. So first, we established specific times for content creation that do not encroach on personal time. So this will help you to engage fully in both your creative branding content and then also with the world around you in real life. Next, we're diving into the additional facts where you can consider things like mindfulness practices into your routine that you keep for you. These can include things like meditation and journaling that help you clear your mind and enhance your focus. Now we really want to try to set intentions before creating. This way, each piece of content that we're creating and that we produce is aligned with our values and our purpose and our pillars for social media. This does not mean that every single thing you want to record or take pictures of needs to go on social media. But if you're focusing on building your brand, focus on the content, and then the additional content that you capture and keep to yourself are just extra bonuses. Definitely set those intentions for yourself and allow yourself the flexibility to step back from your content when necessary. So if you feel like, wow, my eyes and my head are just feeling like we're constantly getting stuck in the brain rot of social media scrolling, take a step back, take a break. It's going to be okay. I know it can be overwhelming. I will be the first to tell you that sometimes when you take a break, you will lose followers. I didn't post on social media for a week and I lost over 200 followers. It happens. It is what it is. If you want to leave, the door's there, don't need to announce your departure. It's so important to remember to live in real life and to be present. So do not feel like you need to have the pressure of making your life a production or a reality TV show. It is not. It is your real life. So post that content that you feel aligns with your brand and the values that you want to display, and then keep the rest to yourself. Allow yourself the flexibility to be present and to enjoy those moments. Hopefully you learned a thing or two. If you did, I'd really appreciate it if you rated and reviewed this podcast or gave us a follow on YouTube. And with these strategies, you can cultivate a harmonious balance that promotes both creativity in your personal branding and being able to share your content, but also gives you the presence and the feeling of relief from not having to constantly create content and post, and you can be present in your real life. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode. I appreciate it if you're rating and review, and I'll catch up with you all next week to the same time work for you.